Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Imagine you waking up with many worm-like objects coming out of you. You try to do something, but you are too nauseous and are too weak. As they slowly begin to nibble off of you, you lie there helplessly as minutes become hours and soon you're dead. As much as this seems fiction, it isn't, as parasites do this, and from messing with brain waves to feeding off of your scalp and blood, these are organisms you don't want to cross. To begin with, a parasite is an organism that lives in or on another organism, which is its host, and benefits from deriving nutrients at its host's expense. To support this claim, lice live on organisms such as humans and feed off of their skin. Another example is Diphyllobothrias. Parasites must reach new hosts and have evolved in a variety of strategies to achieve this. For some, there is a direct life cycle where the parasite passing from one member of the host species to another via the infective stage of the life cycle. Another parasite species have more complex life cycles known as indirect life cycles involving intermediate host species before final transmission to the definitive host. The host defense against parasitism broadly takes two forms. First, there are non-immune mechanisms such as protection given to infection with the human malaria parasite Plasmodium falciparum by the presence of the abnormal cyclohemoglobin. Secondly, parasites can be attacked by the full panoply of the host's acquired immune defense system. A feature of most host/parasite relationships is the survival equally of the parasite. Parasites have evolved a variety of mechanisms for their own downregarding the host's immune response to their advantage. The pathological consequences to the host of the parasitic attack include physical damage from the host's activities to indirect consequences of the host's immune response. The problems of developing anti-parasite vaccines are hard, as it can be very tedious, and the variables of finding it are almost to impossible. Furthermore, here is an example of a parasite that is even considered the most confusing. Bilharzia, which was described in 1851 by Theodor Bilharz, a German doctor working in Egypt, and is more correctly known as Schistosomiasis. It is estimated that about 200 million people died in a 76-resourced poor country. Suffering from schistosomiasis is the most widespread and prevalent of the world's parasitic diseases, but cause fewer deaths, perhaps around 200,000 annually, compared to malaria, millions. Schistosomiasis is prevented in much of Africa, including Madagascar and Mauritius. As harmless as they may seem, some can even be fatal. Some fatal ones include Halis fabulosus gingivalis is a soil-borne, free-living nematode. This worm is generally harmless, but under certain conditions can infect humans and animals. Gingivalis is now detected worldwide and has reportedly caused neurological diseases in horses in countries including UK, Japan, Canada, US, and Iceland. Human infection is rare and only affects those with compromised immune systems. For example, cancer or HIV, but the outcome is always fatal. Meningoencephalomyelitis, an inflammation of the brain, spinal cord, and their membranes. This was the cause of a tragic death of two patients who received infected kidneys in November 2014 in Wales, H. Gingivalis colonizes its host in different ways, including through ingested contaminated food or breaks in the skin, and is usually only discovered after death.